Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm gonna present my study about traditional games as fundamental physical activity to improve locomotor skills. Introductions in my study, their physical activity supports the children to have readiness to set a higher level of educations. And then games used in children are the games that can stimulate creativity and fun. Children have enormous potentials to optimize all aspects of their development, including the development of motor skills as the elements of maturity and control of the body movement. To improve locomotor skills, it was necessary to support a learning environments which was a conducive area to develop the children's potentials, both in indoor and outdoor. And then traditional games were a means of enhancing the insight of knowledge gains from a series of playing and adventurous experience that can stimulate one's spirit and physical activity. The purpose of this study was to investigate the traditional games in the fundamental of physical activity using locomotor skills. Methodology, the study using class action research which aims to see how much the improvement of implementing traditional games. 18 participants were attending and participating traditional games in the study. All of the participants were agreed to fulfill their informed consents and identity with the guidance from the teacher before the games. The instrument test using gross motor development additions to FMGD2S, which is designed for children from 3 to 10 years old. The results of the study found that at the first meeting, participants were still unable to perform and enjoy traditional games correctly, and then they began of adapt by understanding and adapting the game to their maximum performance, as in the traditional games that children usually do. And then the activities and movement in these traditional games refer to the expected locomotor movements, such as the steps that each student must do when they are young. For example, like starting from walking, running, jumping, and hopping. After the game was finished, the children were given an evaluations and reward to motivate them to activity in the movement as in the study from Godway, Crow, Words, and Wang. Result and decisions in here state that pre-cycle was 33% of participants in the undeveloped category, and then cycle 1 was 45% of participants in begin to develop, and in the cycle 2 found 83% of participants received in very well developed. From Sapakido et al. Funds in their investigator, the locomotor developed of fundamental movement skills learning among children 3.5 to 5 years old age. They found that children in the age have many potential to increase fundamental basic skill for the future. Locomotor movement in traditional games have a huge impact, and then traditional games have an important role in improving children's fitness and skills. In traditional games also takes physical, mental, and patience abilities for the children. Traditional games also make a major contributions to how to learn and perform locomotor movement to the most difficult levels. Limitation of this study was solely boys participating in this study, and this study only investigate the traditional games in the fundamental physical activity using locomotor skills. Conclusions. The result found that the data on the pre-cycle locomotor basic motion skill was 33% in the undeveloped category, and then cycle 1 found 45% in the begin to develop category, and in the cycle 2 was 83% in the very developed category. And then this study stated that traditional games was appropriate for fundamental locomotor skills development for future study can add children's physical fitness activity that can monitoring the increase of physical abilities. Thank you very much.